Well, a very interesting day today. You'll see it in the recap, but Apex outlined a little bit more detail in some of their rules, and so we were talking about that a lot today. You'll see me from here on out most likely using brackets. I might adjust the bracket sizing a little bit, but overall just using brackets. Still planning. The risk to reward is going to look crazy, and that's just because I have it as a fail-safe bracket to where, you know, market dumps, I'll be able to get out. Still planning on trading exactly the same way that I've been trading, being patient, looking for very cheap trades. I'll move that stop up when it makes sense to. I'll play off market structure just like I've been doing. Nothing is going to be changing. You're just going to see it on my screen, and that's in order to comply with all the rules. I get no special treatment, and I need to comply with the rules that are out there. That's why I honor the 30% rule, and why I'm going to have a stop loss on every single one of my trades and things like that, because I want payouts. That's what it's all about, is payouts and making money. So interesting stream. I took one trade, CPI this morning. Hopefully tomorrow is a better day for me, and we'll see what happens. Sit back and enjoy the recap. I'm confused, Sierra chart. I got one pending order up here, allegedly, that cannot be canceled out. But there is nothing on my rhythmic, so there's not actually an order. It's just a visual, and it's gonna drive me insane if it doesn't go away. Oh, we got a lot to talk about, chat. We got a lot to talk about, and we're gonna be talking about it probably a lot. So, we got some good news, and we got some annoying news. Not necessarily bad, not necessarily a problem, not necessarily good, but just annoying. Okay. All right. So first things first, Apex has 90% off. Yay. 90% off. It's back. Code TBM, all caps, right? The 250K is also currently the same price as the 50K. Those are good news. Bad news, but not really bad. It's just, it's annoying. And it's not really even news because they already existed. That's the thing. And this is what took me forever to figure out what the heck people were talking about last night, because it already existed. Every prop firm ever has a rule that you must have a take profit and a stop loss. Top Step has it. It's in their fine print. MFFU had it in their fine print. Apex had it in their fine print. I've always been a person that's a big believer, and I can show you the data on how I manage my trades. Therefore, if you have a problem with it, like, let's just look at the data and we can talk about it, right? But no one's ever talked to me about it. So the news was yesterday, Apex came out saying that you need to have a take profit and a stop loss in place. Again, inherently not a bad thing. I personally, you always see me put a take profit in. Sometimes I put a stop in if I want a really quick, cheap trade. If I don't, I always have a spot of invalidation for me. I no longer think this trade makes sense. I typically don't like to put hard stops in because of wicks. I feel like wicks happen all the time. We get these little sweeps and we just jump right back into the range. I don't want to get stopped out on that personally. So a lot of times I have my finger on the trigger. I talked about my finger cam before. I'm always ready to get out. That is I have a stop loss. It's just like, whatever. And we'll look at my actual performance data here in a second to talk through that process. But they came out saying that you need to have a take profit and a stop loss, and that really upset a lot of people, even though it was already part of the rules. And it's only on PA accounts, everybody. Everything that we're talking about right now is on PA accounts, okay? The other thing is that the take profit and stop loss rule do not need to be a positive correlation. It's actually, they're okay with negative. So -3 on your, or three risk to 1 reward. So for instance, if I have a 10-point take profit, I can have a 30-point stop loss. That is okay in the rules. And that's personally what I'm going to do, because I still like to let my things play. And I never intend on hitting my stop loss. I'll go ahead and put it that way. I never intend on hitting my stop loss the way it's going to go in originally. The way you'll see my orders work out, I never have any intention of it actually hitting that. It is an absolute act of God fail-safe stop in order to officially follow the rules. I 100% plan on still getting out based off market structure. I don't think the market gives a flying F about my 3-to-1 ratio or my 2-to-1 ratio. I literally don't think it cares in the slightest. I stand by that. I actually scheduled a tweet like 2 days ago to come out today regarding that topic, so kind of funny timing. Is it annoying? A little bit. It's just an extra thing that I have to make sure I'm doing. But at the end of the day, it's fine because I have brackets in, right? So I'm just for the sake of the example, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So for me, I'm looking at 15 points on the top side, 45 points on the downside. Am I going to let this downside stop loss get hit? No. For the sake of this example, if we come down and I get filled out here, I'm looking for my 15 points. But like invalidation point is probably a break of the lows at 93 in the overnight lows. So am I going to let it go all the way down to my stop loss? No. I'll be manually exiting at 45 or at 93, just like I would have in the beginning. But I want to satisfy their rules, the official rules of a take profit and stop loss in place at all times. So you're going to see it looking like this. I am 100% certain that I'm going to get a lot of crap talked about the fact that I have like a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio or whatever. And honestly, I just don't care because that's just not the case. If we go into my activity, this is my activity for the PA account that I'm currently on. Obviously, I'm copy trading them. You can see here, I'm at just under 74% profitable on my trades. And my average winning trade is $192.77. My average losing trade is $285. So I don't have a true 1-to-1, but to me, those stats of being 200 and 300 is not terrible. And I stand by the fact that like I manage my risk accordingly on these accounts. And I really am only doing this to completely satisfy all rules because I want my payouts. Just plain and simple. I'm not going to be the person that bitches about it. The other rule that came into play, so these are my stats currently. The other rule that came into play that was noted or whatever is, again, a rule that has been around since I've been trading these. I read about it when I signed my agreements. It's no DCAing, no dollar cost averaging. What that means is that no dollar cost averaging into losers. What that means is that if you were short, say you were short 400 on CPI, you were short 400 expecting a snap of the lows, and we pump, and so you add one at 450, you add 3 at 500, you add 6 at 540, and you're just layering into that trade, hoping that your break even will come up enough to then get you out of the trade, right? They don't want you to do that. That is a very easy way to blow accounts that way. And so I completely understand that. I understand both sides, to be honest. They're trying to get rid of the PA full port mentality of my stop loss is my account balance. That's my understanding, at least. And I understand it. I get it. I get why you would want to get rid of that. You can't scale in. Yes, you can. You can scale into winning trades. They don't want you scaling into losing trades. If you are slightly red on a trade and you get into it, I don't really think that's a problem at all. I think if you're down 50 points and you are throwing your Hail Mary by throwing in full size in order to martingale in, that's a problem. That's just not good trading. Straight up, it's not good trading. So I don't really think that it's a problem. You can use whatever you want though on the risk to reward ratio. The max on the risk to reward ratio being bad is a 3-to-1, right? So in my example that I'm showing right now and that I'm probably going to use is 45-point stop loss to a 15-point stop, or a 15-point take profit. If you wanted to do a 20-point take profit to a 10-point stop loss, a true 2-to-1 reward to risk, you can do that. Obviously. I think they're trying to realistically get rid of like hyper scalpers, if I had to assume, who have open-ended trades and they're just looking for like, 2 points or 5 ticks or whatever on max size, because people do that crap. I think they're trying to get rid of full max bet leverage martingalers, which, to be honest, I agree with. That's not good trading. We're here to be good traders. So anyways, that's the update. In my opinion, after really thinking about it all night long and realizing exactly what I'm dealing with, it's a non-issue. Is it slightly annoying to have a bracket order up that I have to look at? A little bit, but it's a non-issue. It doesn't change anything in my trading, and it really shouldn't change anything in most people's trading, because 1, it doesn't affect the evaluations, and 2, if you made it through an evaluation, you should be trading your PA appropriately. So there you go. That's the full update on the Apex rules. It's 90% off right now. 250K account is the same price as the 50. I will not be getting any of the 250s. I'm sticking with my 50Ks. I got no reason to change anything currently. Everything that I'm doing, I'm enjoying, I'm liking. It's allowing me good levels of risk and reward that I'm comfortable with. And every prop firm has these rules. It's just the ratio portion is the thing that people are all up in arms about, which is crazy to me because a 3-to-1 ratio to the downside is pretty freaking aggressive, to be honest. Pretty freaking aggressive. All right. Well, we snapped 70. Quick 20 points. Sellers still looking pretty good. Gosh, rotating back up into 70 I would like, but that seems a little aggressive. 60 could be interesting. Again, kind of aggressive. Looking for a play, continuation play, right? Into 420s. But the 70 play could work. VWAP also. All right, 70 rejecting. I don't love this candle. I'd rather probably see VWAP again, or 82 even. Something like this. Oh my god, Matt is such a bad trader. He's got a 45-point stop loss up. Yes, it's true. I do have a 45-point stop loss up. Honestly, I hate the way it looks, but I'm going to continue to do it in order to get my payouts. The way it looks is honestly the only thing that sucks. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, I completely agree. It's the visual for me. Like I've been saying, nothing is going to change in my trading. I'm going to take the exact same trades I would be taking. I'm still going to be patient. I'm still going to look for the cheapest possible trades I can possibly find and extract the most value I can. But like, the visual is ugly. And on these chop days when we're in a 10-point range, we won't even see the stop loss on the screen, just to be honest. But like, for the record, we were let it market open. Oh. It's nice. All right, try to push highs. I mean, a sweep of CPI high, I don't really know what that means for us, honestly. I guess we just straight up and we moonshot. We continue the moon. Sup. I imagine we run the highs. Overnight highs. CPI high. 550. I would imagine we run that. It's just about trying to get in. Fire's still looking all right. The 25 buy here could be kind of interesting. Off the 1 standard deviation, 26. I don't really like that it's... I guess this candle's about to close, so it would be like a test of the prior open. Something like that could be kind of interesting. I'm not sure when it will set in officially. This whole situation, I'm not sure when it will look normal. But it doesn't look normal yet. It doesn't look normal yet at all.
You meet your past self. What advice would you give to improve your trading faster?
Be patient. Stop trying to force stuff. Stop trying to force all your money right away. Yeah, Gary, can we turn this to be transparent? Can we turn it to where I never have to see it? We're getting some sellers here. Value area high about to get tested at 30. You kind of can. All right. I'm long off the 1. Got some sellers here. As we're in the 20s here. Magical 20s. What did I click? I think I just double clicked the chart. See, this is going to be a learning curve. My stop got moved to break even. I'm out. I had a break even stop. I'm down $8 after commissions, 170 bucks. And I don't know what I did. I think I double clicked it and it moved it to break even. Unless there's a break even offset currently happening here, which I don't think there is. Dr. Manis, help me. Set type to none. Set type. Ah, oh, thank you. Man, I love Sierra, but I don't know shit about it. I'll be honest. Why is stop loss 3 times your TP? Exclamation point, new rule, all one word. See, I told you, this is going to be the fucking... It's going to be my life for the next month. For AMC. What's it at? I'm very happy I got out yesterday. What did I say? 9:53, I think is what the screenshot showed. I'm very happy I got out at that point. Okay, we got a new update. Apex has been very lenient with past rules. Since people have been taking advantage of past rules, we've updated the guidelines. Most people are upset about the 1 to 3, don't realize that you need at least a minimum of 80% win rate just to break even. Yeah. Your trade strat can be anywhere above that. We're not forcing a 3 to 1. That's just the maximum current allowed. We're also not saying you cannot manage any trades without a TP SL. If the trade starts to go south, manage it as structure changes. That is called trade management. That's the name of the game. New rules are to combat people with no clear strategy who may end up 5k on the day, then down 7k, and end up 10k by going in without a stop loss or really far out TP. This rule won't affect 98% of traders who trade legitimately using a prop firm for what it's made for. Okay. I mean, so really what that says to me is that I don't need this bracket. I think I'm still gonna have it on because I don't want there to be any questions. It's just like my consistency rule. I don't want there to be questions on if I'm past the consistency rule or not. I don't want the gray area. I want it very clearly green. Like very clearly, I'm nowhere close to that rule. Similar to this. I honestly want it super clear that I am not getting any special treatment. Just trade your trade. Like manage it. Manage the structure. That's encouraging to hear. I wish they would have had that last night. I think most people are just confused on the requirements more than anything. That's what it seems like.